joint venture of Quick Draw and The Music Man.
Except for twins whose parents dress them alike and who begrudgingly respond to their siblings' names. It doesn't get much creepier than that.
Shirling and Wingo couldn't stand each other, but they put it aside for the sake of the correlating.
That's nice.
The first day of the new school year. Just a few minutes before the opening of Miss Smith's 5th grade class.
Now with more held-back students than ever.
Here are the children she will teach. Each complex and unique, different in background, abilities, and needs.
I love you so much, Petey.
These differences Miss Smith must discover in the weeks
Tommy Lasorda!
she is to adjust the educational program to meet the needs and characteristics of each child.
I don't think focus grouping a curriculum is a good idea here.
Let us see what these children are like. What are the influences that shape their lives?
You mean besides TV, right?
This is Robert.
He was the first kid to ever list recess as his favorite subject.
The Cleveland Browns.
Robert may never be captain of the football team, but he will usually be among the first 3 or 4 whom the captain chooses. He is popular with his fellows.
Yep, giving away your dessert every day. I'll do that for you.
Okay, you take the popular kids, we'll take the good ones.
Wait, you didn't ask us if we were ready for some football. Important.
In the huddle, the captain calls for a pass. Robert is to be the receiver, an important assignment.
Normally only given to showboating divas and locker room cancers.
That's right, Brady. That's about you.
And he does very well. Touchdown.
Then again, he was being guarded by Rodney Dangerfield, so.
Let's follow Robert into his home. For what a child does away from school may be revealing indeed.
Does he do his homework and then listen to baseball on the radio? Or does he smear peanut butter on his chest and snort frozen peas?
Hi, Grandma.
He still thinks he's an airplane. Guess I'll call for an exorcist.
Yay, I can unchain my brother Gordon, the idiot man-child.
Yay.
Well, better get busy on Mom and Dad's taxes.
Who needs comic books when he has his beloved roadmap of Dyersville, Iowa?
Glue in place.
Kid does a great Rob Schneider.
Center line of motor pass.
Ooh, and the instructions just get filthy after that.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, son.
Dad, why do you live in the basement and Mommy lives upstairs?
Looks like it's going to be a nice little plane.
Yes.
Despite you holding the directions upside down.
Dad knows his son has trouble reading.
His co-workers remind him every day.
In place with center line of motor parallel with center line of fuselage.
Dad, what's
Oh, yeah.
everything you just said?
Look, Dad. It goes like this. See?
D.B. Cooper was cute
this
as
is
a
Robert.
kid.
Socially adjusted, physically capable, mechanically inclined, but a poor reader.
He's doomed to work at a gas station or perhaps become
What
president.
about this girl, Ruth?
She hasn't been the same since she saw Sinbad do his stand-up act.
Last year, a few wires got crossed with her Christmas list.
Now they're gearing up for their big game against those punks from the Sandlot.
Stuck in the middle of the pond, the children can only ride the slide as they await death.
Ruth's mother died a year and a half ago.
Her dying wish was for her daughter to always dress like Sarah, plain and tall.
Hi, Mom.
Hey,
Hey,
Mommy.
Mom!
Hi, Mom.
Having a mom is fun!
I love having
I'm glad
Mom.
you're still alive.
You're great, Mom. Whee.
Ruth's classmates voted her most likely to inspire the book Carrie.
Come on, let's get a move on. The old stroller pusher would have had me at playgroup by now.
Yeah, when Ruth's mom collapsed, she tried to resuscitate her. Yeah, Ruth performed CPR while her friend read the instructions. It was just too bad she was playing with Robert that day.
Yeah. Hey, Ruth, could you shut up for once so we can eat dinner in peace?
Determined to honor the jinx that Mom caught them in right before she died.
Woo! Bachelor life.
Give George some more beans.
In her head, he just said, your mama loved you and would be so proud of you.
George would grow up, change his name to Eugene O'Neill, and write plays far less depressing than this.
Oh, my God.
Now just thrust a spoon in the baby's general direction. The food will get where it needs to be.
Ruth takes precaution against spills by wearing a tablecloth as a dress.
Wish I had a job to wear this jumpsuit to.
I'm gonna nip out and kill myself, guys.
There, you're all clean.
Give George some more beans.
Oh, I just...
Are you tired, brother? I'm tired.
Well, happy birthday, Ruthie.
Hours, a constant routine of marketing, cooking, baby care, dishes, cleaning, the making of beds, and all the other duties of running a household.
No one person could do all that.
With it all, Ruth has had to become the mother, though she herself needs a mother most of all.
She should call up Veda Sultanfuss. They'd have a lot in common.
No, you've got it all wrong, dear. Your mother only wore stretch pants and was in a wheelchair most of her adult life. She cut her own hair, too.
More than anything else, Ruth treasures this, the ring her mom was buried with. That's right.
A few moments escape from the bleakness of her life.
Hey, Ruth, if you're still awake, give George some more beans.
There is much about Ruth that a teacher needs to know.
Like why she freaked out when the teacher read them Jack and the Beanstalk.
Here is Mark.
He dumped Ruth right after her mom died.
But he is a competent photographer and can make his own pictures in the darkroom.
He's developing his latest photograph, Army Man, an M80 number 6.
Mark, your friends are here waiting for you.
Thanks, Katharine Hepburn.
Hey, no beaching yourselves on my lawn.
Here he is. Let's go. I have to get the compass. It's in the shack. I'll go with you. I know where it is. I'll help you find it, Mark. Okay, let's go.
Everybody got your Nike shoes? Can't get on the Comet without your Nike shoes.
As usual, Mark leads the way.
To the shed in his own backyard. Our hero.
28
More secure than the inner depths of Fort Knox.
past 28 to 10. 28 again.
So careless. God forbid the girls have a spy in their midst.
Wow, the raccoon escaped. Oh, no, it didn't. Eesh.
Our code book. Robert, you could just pass that right along.
Our sword Valandril, giver of splinters.
And a jar of peanut butter. We're set for the afternoon, gents.
Yeah, it won't be long before that trunk is used exclusively for storing warm cans of Natty Light.
Why does that kid have a laundry hamper strapped to his back?
Ah, the 50s, when supervision meant bringing Dad his martini and pipe.
We'll make the fire here.
If it spreads at the rate I've calculated, the school should be burnt down by midnight.
Yes, this is Mark, a natural leader. Well-grown, intelligent, and aggressive.
Until he was hit by a car on his 13th birthday.
How would his teacher find out these things?
By casually observing his behavior for about a half hour?
Elizabeth, an attractive child. What is she thinking about?
How it's kind of creepy that you just called her attractive.
All you care about is money. Money, money. It's clear you don't care about it.
Auntie and Uncle Pennybags are at it again.
Hey, she knew what this was when she married him.
It's okay, Chrissy. He who breathes the darkness is coming for them soon.
Who takes care of your house and your child? She's your child, too. Remember? Oh, I can't stand the sight of you. Get out. That's the first intelligent idea you've had.
Willie Tanner.
Going into that. I wish I'd remembered the car was in the shop before I stormed out of there.
Miss Gulch.
And you, why aren't you at the mine?
It's not the tea party she objects to, but rather the deriving enjoyment from life.
I love you.
The worst part, she was borrowing that doll from Ruth.
What does this do to a child?
Increases the likelihood of a special yearbook page.
How quickly can one forget?
Forget what?
Give George some more beans. Give George some more beans. Give George some more beans.
And here is John, small for his age.
He's the school principal.
John's growth was stunted by bacteria in this stagnant pool.
Look at someone not our own size.
Let's just pick on him in defiance of that saying.
Ah yes, keep away. A fiendish game of mental chess. Properly played, the cycle of taunting is infinite. Up, got away from me.
Any game of monkey in the middle can be ended with a good, solid crotch punch from the monkey.
You want it? Please. You want it? Please.
Why, he didn't intend to give it back at all. Why even ask then, sir?
Oh, and the cap? You guessed it. On loan from Ruth.
Yep, until you stop wearing a giant piece of tape on your neck, I'd get used to the teasing, kiddo.
Hey, the platonic ideal of a used car salesman.
Mom's takeout Taco Bell salads aren't fooling anybody.
I'm tired. Can I go to crib now?
John says he lost the cap, but that doesn't fool his father.
Who watched the kids take it.
His father considers him a complete misfit. He fails at school, he fails at home, he even fails to make friends. It's a whole pattern of failure.
Which somehow seems much funnier when it happens to Charlie Brown.
Perhaps emulating his boorish table manners is the answer.
Born with a lack of natural sipping ability, the deck was stacked against John from day one.
Gee, thanks, Mom. Problem solved.
How can a man have two sons so different?
Especially when he's been as impotent as Bob Dole since college.
Well, guess I'll pee my pants in silent terror.
That no one says anything at a family dinner table in itself says a lot to John. Lost and alone among the strangers he calls his family. Who is to blame?
Well, John's dad shot the family cat in front of him on Christmas and made him bury the body, but I'm not pointing any fingers.
Alone among the strangers he calls classmates.
Hi, John.
Hey, it's John!
Alone he peers into the void.
Over here,
of-
John.
Saved a seat for you, John!
Look, he's alone and miserable. Nothing can change that. Would you please cut that out? He's doomed.
Good morning, boys and girls. As most of you already know, I am Miss Smith.
The third meanest teacher in school.
Your first day in the 5th grade.
Their first day in the 5th grade. What will this new year bring to both pupil and teacher?
It'll bring 3 outbreaks of the flu and head lice for 2/3 of the class.
We have glimpsed briefly into the lives of 5 of these children.
Sadly, not
Like
that
all the
guy.
others, each is
To know more.
a unique pattern, shaped by many influences in his home and community. This Miss Smith knows.
She knows her ma. She knows her pa.
Is not enough. and that it is one of her most important tasks to discover what these influences are.
And belittle them in the faculty lounge.
Only in this way can the educational program be adjusted to fit the needs and characteristics of each child.
Even
How
Ruth.
she proceeds to learn of these needs and characteristics is the subject of Part 2, Discovering Individual Differences.
The Caddyshack 2 of educational films. Let's just pretend it never happened.
Ringo is one of my favorite Beatles.
Ringo.
Batchelder would like to remind you that his batch is very, very old. Good night.
Good night.
Please, good night.
Okay, seriously, good night.
Good God.
Please? Go on with you now.
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. This has been a Riff Tracks presentation. Riff Tracks, copyright 2008. By Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.